I am at the Smuggler's Bald Eagle territory, and you can see here that there is an adult sitting in the top of this tree right above the nest. The adult is the female that flew in not too long ago, and if you look closely you can see in the nest there's a little gray head sticking up, and that is the chick. It's been moving around rather clumsily and flapping its wings a little bit.
Okay, guys, so as you probably know, we've been spending some time trying to figure out what the Pelican Eagle pair have been doing this year, K10 and K26. They've been pretty cryptic about what's going on, so we made a concerted effort this tour to really try and figure them out. And after a good boat day, we kind of saw some evidence that made it seem like they probably have a a nestling, or at least an active nest, somewhere in a pretty inaccessible area. So a couple days later, Aaron and Russ went on a pretty big mission to go find the pelican bald eagle nest, and here's what they found.
Saw the female dip into this tree over here, so I came to check it out. And there's the new nest right there. There is one chick in there right now. She looks maybe less than a week old, half a week old. Let's see if I can zoom in for you a little more. She's right there past that. Sorry for the butteriness. This ain't the best camera in the world. You can see her moving a little bit. Yeah, she's moving in there a little. Never mind, that's a shadow from the leaves. Anyway, she's hunkered down in there right now, so I'm about to get out of here so they can come back and breed this chick.
All right, so we were, as you might imagine, pretty excited to figure out what was going on with the pelican birds. Finally, that nest is just really tucked away and hidden up this very steep canyon. As you could see in that video, it's even hidden within the tree that it's located in. So it took a fair amount of work from the crew to go out and find that. So yeah, we're really happy to finally get that done. So I guess now maybe we should go check on their offspring out on the west end. Okay, so if that wasn't good enough news, when we went and checked the Fraser eagle pair earlier in the week, we found that the nest is not only still active, but we confirmed more chicks. It looks like there's 2 and probably 3 nestlings in the Fraser eagle nest at this point, all hovering right around the 1-month-old age. Like I said, the view of that nest is very difficult, so we're not 100% sure, but it looks like there are definitely multiple nestlings, and our best guess is that there are 3 right now. We got this cool photo of A49 as she was perched out on the ridgeline. We took this photo from the boat when we were surveying the coast for peregrines, and she was kind enough to be in the area as we passed through. Alright, I'm out here at the Cueva Valdez Eagle Territory. I just checked one of their historic nests, one that we had seen them add material to a few weeks ago, and it's empty, so they don't appear to be active, at least at this territory. And I just actually saw the pair in flight together. It's A98 and an untagged adult male. We're just in flight together out over this little bay here. They flew out here together for a bit, and then A98 flew up behind one of those ridge lines out of sight, and the adult male flew along the coast and down low out of sight for me. So they were flying together for probably 10 or 15 minutes, pretty high and pretty far out, so they're probably don't have eggs anywhere else, which at least lets us know that we're on the right track with them. We're not missing anything, I don't think. So I'm just gonna stay here and have a quick look at the nest. I'll actually give you guys a little quick peek at the nest here. It's kind of an interesting one. There's actually two nests in the same tree together. Okay, there's the historic Cueva Valdez nest. You can see there's a lower nest there that's very visible. That's an older nest. The newer one is right above it, and it's partially visible, partially obscured by a branch. But the last time they used that upper nest was in 2014, I believe. The last couple of years they've tried a different canyon, but failed both those years. But yeah, so that nest on top's the one we've seen them adding material to this year. But we're kind of closing in on it, and given that one of the pair is a younger bird, it wouldn't be surprising if they were just kind of going through the motions this year and didn't end up laying eggs until maybe next year or the year after. So we'll keep some tabs on them, but for now it looks like they're just kind of paired up but don't have any eggs. This is the female peregrine at Punta Gorda in the eyrie preparing her scrape. Has not laid eggs yet, but she's probably very close. You can see her kind of standing in an indentation there, moving the sediment around, or the substrate, I guess is a better word. She'll probably be laying any day now. The male just arrived. He's on the left. Just took off. All right, well, I'm taking a little break from the wind down in a canyon, a little shallow canyon here out at kind of the west end. I'm pretty close to, if you've got a map of the island, I'm kind of close to the Painted Cave area. So you can kind of see that I'm sort of out on a big flat, somewhat flat grassland area. Just heading back from the Cueva Valdez and Punta Gorda peregrines and eagles. So Punta Gorda peregrines, Cueva Valdez eagles. I just wanted to give you a little update down in here where there's no wind so that you could actually hear what I'm saying. So we had at Punta Gorda, we had the female. I think I showed you some of that video. She was kind of making her little scrape, her little nest in a cavity out at Punta Gorda. So they haven't laid eggs yet, but they're probably going to be doing so very, very soon. As far as Cueva Valdez eagles, we saw A98 and the adult male with no tags flying together for about 10 or 15 minutes out over the water. So it's pretty. We can be pretty sure that they aren't incubating eggs yet. Given the fact that A98 is not a full adult, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't quite get going this year. Maybe next year or the one after. Yeah, so on our way back, before I get to the ATV, I just wanted to go back to Sea Lion Cove peregrines. I checked them in the morning, and they're still incubating. We found them incubating last tour, but I wanted to try and get a nice view and maybe count to see how many number of eggs they've got. So we'll stop and do that, and then I wanted to. I'll probably do a call broadcast for peregrines in areas that are not known to have any peregrines, but that are good habitat. So we kind of do these call broadcasts all over the island, really, when we're looking for new peregrine territory. So I'll just show you really quick if I can pull this thing out. All right, yeah, so we've got this, it's like a game caller, a call broadcaster, we call it. And pretty much we just load an MP3 of a peregrine that's been recorded by somebody, I don't know even. It's a peregrine sounding angry and mean. And so we just play this, this little handheld speaker in suspected territories, and essentially we're just kind of pretending to be like a loud, obnoxious intruder. And so when we do that, if there is peregrines in the area, especially territorial ones that may be nesting, they very regularly, or very often I should say, will respond to the vocalization that we play by either vocalizing themselves or by flying out and defending their territory, looking for the intruder. So this is a technique that we've been employing for a few years now, and it's pretty successful, and it's pretty effective in kind of reducing the amount of time it takes us to survey unknown areas, and also the amount of time it takes us to detect peregrines in places where we know they have been in the past. So I'll do that once, and maybe I'll show you guys if it's not too windy. Sometimes it's just too windy, and the playback is pretty much useless when the wind's blowing really hard. So I might try and do that. Otherwise, I'll meet back with you guys in a little bit. I'll try and take some more video of the area out here just because it's pretty and there's some flowers out. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Oh yeah, on this tour's edition, back by popular demand, this is the part where I thank a different item of food that I like in the field. This tour's item is dark chocolate. Thank you, dark chocolate, for getting me through these long days in the field. A little square of dark chocolate is all you need sometimes to get back to the ATV. So thank you, dark chocolate. All right, well, as you can see, made it back to the ATV. I'm using it as a windbreak right now. Yeah, I just showed you that little snippet of video. That was from the sea lion peregrines. I got there and I was hoping to try and count the number of eggs they had, but the male was there also, and he was not too happy with my presence, so I just decided to leave him alone for today. I didn't want the female coming off the eggs or anything like that, so I'm just gonna call it good for today, hop on the ATV and ride back home. Yeah, get out of the wind. All right, thanks for following along today, guys.